Interesting one. And we're ending off the quarter and the month as well. September not to remember. Let's move ahead to the next slide. We'll see how this day ends up. But September, as of last night, was shaping up to be one of the worst months for 2023. Dow down 3%, S&P down 4.5%, NASDAQ down 4.6%, Russell down 5.6%. Move index that tracks bond volatility hit the highest level since August this past week. A lot was going on, obviously. Bitcoin even made a big move actually yesterday, 27K after trading sideways for a better part of 6 weeks. Gold's been hanging in there at 1900, I thought, until the last couple of days when it went down below 1900, like 1880 and change. Basically around that pre-SVB spike levels that we saw. Mostly because yields have just been rising like crazy. And then dollar, of course, is up for the 11th consecutive week. But the story of the week is volatility. Now, we treated a lot, but you guys saw it. VIX was upwards of 1971, and VVIX was near over 105. And we basically saw the VIX futures curve kind of backwardate a little bit. As a matter of fact, let's move to the next slide talking about VIX. So this was the curve of the week. So we got the previous 4 days, not today, but so of course we started on Monday, September 25th. We started right down there with the red line, but all of a sudden, boom, the green line on Tuesday, we jumped up quite a bit, right? We had a flat curve for the front 3 months, and there's this big dip in December. It would seem as though, like you can see it in all three curves, there's a big dip in December, between December and Jan. It would seem as though we're not expecting any volatility in December. But we jumped up on Tuesday, kind of came back down a little bit on Wednesday, although we would have ended higher than Tuesday on Wednesday had we not had the big spike and the big move to the upside. And then we came back down yesterday on VIX. So big movement in volatility this week. What do you guys think about all that?
I like the sell-off. I was talking 1925 is, getting short a little volatility, which we did. When Saz was off the show, I don't know where he was. He was out gallivanting around.
Swimming.
I was doing a photo shoot yesterday. You guys were a little jealous because I got to do a photo shoot in my Crocs. But
I can't wait. Wait, Jamal, did you see the video of this yet at all? A little bit?
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, my God. It's so good. Sadnov, it rivals the hand wave from back in the day. This new little leg kick you've got going on. It's amazing, Jamal.
The leg kick was not my idea. It was the girls. It was the girls doing the shoot. They were like, you gotta kick your leg up. They called it, you gotta serve looks.
Oh my God, you chewed up the scene. And his dance moves, they're amazing. Wait till you see it.
Where is it going to be? Where's it going to be posted?
It'll be posted all over social. I think we're going to make a commercial out of it. I think actually it's going to go national on some of the football games. Now that we advertise in baseball, we're thinking about advertising in football. We're going to lead off with this video of Sadnov.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome.
This is going to be great, yeah. Let's move ahead to the next slide. Crude oil, man, it's so much is happening in crude. I got 2 slides on it. This is the first. So futures curve and crude right here. Of course, supply concerns leading to some backwardation. One of the things I like to do is look at the difference between the first and the 7th month. And you're just going to take my word for it. Right now, this is a clear calculation, $8.97 backwardated. A week ago, it was $6. And maybe a week before that, it was like 4 and change. So there's been some strong backwardation going on in crude more recently because of supply stuff. What's going on with crude? What you guys got going on?
We're short. Everybody's like, if I hear one more person talk about 100, I'm going to throw up. But we're short crude. I thought yesterday's sell-off was pretty good proof that they don't have enough. There's not.
This run up from 75 to 95. It doesn't look like
Jesus.
Is that all you got?
Here's the thing. This is just the Saudis manipulating the market. They're trying to. They're going to fail like they always fail. Like they're the king of failures. And so we'll just see.
We'll just see. Let's go to the next slide. He sounded a little bit like GWB right there. That was pretty interesting. Crude, of course, traded as high as 95 this week. This it was an interesting chart, I thought. This is crude on one side, and then we got gasoline. Of course, we have gasoline futures on the platform now. Just looking at the difference between them price-wise, but you're starting to see there's a little cross right now. Crude's been making its move, and you're seeing this divergence as between crude products and, of course, the refined products like gasoline and the other stuff. We're seeing the crack spread move around a little bit when you talk about refineries and oil names. So something to keep an eye on. I mean, I'm not saying, you're going to trade this in some type of pair, but just something kind of interesting to look at for the time being. Let's move ahead to the next slide. I got to throw it up. As much as I hate to do it, I give Saz props. Saz says that this thing was going to keep moving up, and it's been moving up more recently. It's been steepening a lot. We're about 48 basis points. I'm not sure where we are as of today, but what do you got to say? You want to take a victory lap? You got you're just like,
no,
nah.
it's about unchanged. We're down a couple ticks today. It's like it's right around 50 basis points, but no, a victory lap, no, but we don't. I will say this is the first time where it's traded under where we put it on at every level. Like, as we were like putting this thing on over the course of a couple of months, we've taken off, over 50% of our position. About 65% of our position we've taken off. Some of it yesterday, but this is the first time that every position we put on in the yield curve is profitable.
I mean, we have it on at good prices across the board.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean. We're not like, even though we put it on at lots of different times and lots of different prices, everything we did is from like 65, 70 to 100, under. And now it's 48 under, we're at 50 under. So every single position we have on is profitable in there, but we've taken off about, 2/3 of our positions. So that's good. But we haven't touched our Russell NASDAQ trade. That was really against us. I'm sorry, that's still against us, and it's against us this morning because the NASDAQ's up 140 and the Russell's only up 11. So It's against us again, but, whatever. We're staying in that trade.
Nice. So we head to the last slide. Fed funds futures pricing 26% chance of a no rate hike, 40% chance of a dece rate hike. Now probably seeing like the first possible cut in July of 2024. SIBO created a new dispersion index to measure expected dispersion S&P 500. Maybe they might have futures coming in the second quarter of 2024. I don't really know what the index reads. I don't know how you read the number, but the dispersion thing, I think, is interesting for people to kind of understand this idea of doing something and, say an index and then trying to trade the opposite way. And I know there's people who think about doing that. So trying to trade the opposite way in components. So maybe it will be something interesting. UAW still striking, but they're dialing back their pay demands to about 30% for the members. We'll see how long this thing goes on. Biggest thing we got going on next week, September non-farm payroll on Friday, and then research for the week, the market measure, optimizing capital and options trading. Check that out.
Beautiful. Good job out of you, my friend. You know what? You finished right on time. We're going to take a quick 90-second break. We'll come back. We got the opening bell in just a couple of minutes. We'll be back. Good job out of you, Jamal. Enjoy.
Thank you, sir. Peace.